So it's a new season of 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After, and I'm here for it. So far, I have been enjoying myself watching this season. What I'm going to do in this review is talk about the current episode. I may throw in some things that have happened in past episodes that I feel is like too juicy to not discuss with you guys, but I'm going to keep it very on topic with this week's episode. So let's get into it. Asuelu and Kalani. I'm confused. Why are Kalani's parents, am I saying her name right? Kalani. Am I thinking of Kalani? Kalani. Why are her parents living with them? They have a lot of housing issues, right? Like every season, something is not quite right with their housing. Because now the parents who had a house don't have that house anymore? Or are they renting that? Like something just was left out. This was, I think, the last episode where we found out that her parents are living with them. Now, I understand parents coming to live with them to help out. Like a lot of people do that when you have a baby for like the first 6 months, like the parents or like one parent comes and helps out the new mom for a while. Like, you know, when it's time for me to give birth to my twins, my mother is definitely going to live with me for like, wait, I just said that like I'm currently pregnant with twins. Now, I just realized one of y'all was probably like, this is where she's been. No, I'm saying that that's like what we do in my family. Like the mom normally comes with whoever has, you know, had their child, especially if they're a first time mother. You know, in my family, the mother of the woman who has just given birth moves in with her for about 6 months just to help her out, especially when she's a new mom. So that made sense to me if this was the situation with Asuelu and Kalani, but that wasn't discussed. She just said, oh, my parents have moved in with us. Not like, oh, they've moved in to help me with the kids. It's they've moved in with us. Where is their home that they had? Were they renters? Did they sell that? Are they renting that out? Are they an Airbnb couple? Like, what's going on? Like, none of that was discussed. And I'm just like, if they're living with you, why? You're a newlywed. Yes, you got 2 kids, but you also have a husband that your father, your self-hating daddy, does not approve of because he is Samoan. Why would you do that to your husband? I'm not here for the abuse of Asuelu, guys. Y'all know how I felt last season. I just did not like how this family treated him. And again, we see him being tormented in his home. The father is just like, you know, if you mess up, I'll hurt you. Are you threatening him over apples in his backyard? I couldn't believe it. And Asuelu was sitting there with kicking apples. Okay, I understand. You better throw them apples at that man's head and kick him out of your house. Like, no, I get if you in his home, if you living in his basement, he could talk to you any kind of way because you a grown man knocking up his daughter in his basement. But no, he's in your home, Asuelu. Kick him out. This man is literally threatening Asuelu in his backyard and he's just sitting there taking it. Where's your family? You gotta have some Samoan family over here. You have to. Is it just you? Poor guy. Call that sister, because did you see his sister? Call your sister. She'll beat that whole family up and won't break a sweat. And although I am team Asuelu, I have an issue with him this episode. First of all, you have 2 kids. You knocked your wife up twice. Within like months of each other. Your kids are stair-step babies. Y'all gonna have to be home taking care of these kids so y'all can send them off to school. That's just what you signed up for. If she's going to work every day, then coming home and still having to take care of your 2 children together and you by herself, even if the parents are there, these children are your responsibility. You don't need to golf. Are you Tiger Woods? Oh, I go golfing. It's just me and my friends. We go golfing. No, you can't. I'm sorry. You can't golf. You got 2 kids, what, under the age of 2? You can't golf right now, Asuelu. You have to be home. And I was really frustrated that he was not trying to understand that. And I guess things are different in, is this Samoa? Samoa. Look at me. I'm getting better. Things are probably different in Samoa, but this is America. You want to help this woman with these kids. Since it was revisited this episode, can you believe that after 4 days of knowing Asuelu Kalani like slept with him. Like this was the first guy that she had sex with. She was on a trip to the homeland and was just like, Asuelu, the tour guide, he gonna be the one that's gonna get it. Mama, girl, what? She was eat, pray, love it all over that island. Measles. Let's talk about it. So, no, and there's no comedy in this. Like, I'm not joking about the fact that there is at the time, was a measles outbreak in Samoa. I'm sorry, I have to be honest. I am laughing at the fact that Asuelu's sister told him, hey, I know you're planning on coming out here. It probably isn't safe for you to do that. So maybe look at a different time, because currently we're having a measles outbreak and people are dying. Men, women, and children are dying. So maybe you should like reconsider coming out here. And Asuelu was just like, oh no, I'll just give my kids and especially my newborn some shots and come to Samoa and just hope for the best. Like what? He heard that there was a measles outbreak and that kids were dying. It was just like, I'm still going to take my chances. Asuelu, no, honey. I would have been like, thanks for telling me that. I'll see you in 2027. Like, what are you doing? He said, I hate it here. I'm going to risk my babies to see my family. Listen, I understand. No, I don't. Oh, Asuelu, it's not looking good for you and me. Oh, you're losing your only ally. So Asuelu, who is still convinced that his kids can travel, he tells Kalani about it. They decide to go to the doctor to see if they should or should not go to Samoa and, to check on the shots that they would need for their kids to be able to travel. And the doctor is just like, listen, you can do it. You can give your kids shots, especially your newborn, but it is not recommended that they, shots, like they're dogs. You can tell I ain't got no kids. Vaccination, Nikki. Vaccination. She was just like, you can get it, but we do not recommend you vaccinating your kids so young because there are some complications. There are some risks that you take when you do that. And Asuelu was still like, cool. Fine. A little brain damage never hurt anybody. Let's do it. And Kalani is just like, no. And because there was like some pushback from the doctor and from Kalani, all of a sudden, Asuelu, this is what you did. I'm not going to give you the pass of you not being American and, being so far removed from this culture that you don't understand what you said. Because what Asuelu did really bothered me. Because the doctor did not give him the answers that he wanted. Because she did not, reassure Kalani that this was something safe for them to do. Because of that, he questions her validity as a doctor. And he just assumes that she was a nurse. Boy, bye. You didn't like what she said. You didn't like the medical professional's advice, so you came after her gender. That was gross. And I'm glad that Kalani called it out. Whew, you wearing thin with me, buddy. I'm like your only ally, and you are not starting off good with me. Do better. And women can be whatever we want to be, especially doctors. Tanya and Sinjin are still together. Wow, who would have thought? Not me. Not me. But Sinjin is just like, I got to get this American citizenship. Oh, I'm kidding. I think, just like Elizabeth and Andre, I think that Tanya and Sinjin, and Pedro and Chantel, I think that these couples are in a good place. I think that they are in love. I think that outside of the cameras, they work. I think they are also working the system. The system being this TV show. I think they know that in order for them to stay on the show, they have to have some kind of conflict. And I think they are creating these narratives about each other so that we can talk about them and, and create some kind of suspense and drama to see if they will still be together or if they're compatible. And I'm not hating on that. Like, if you're going to be on a TV show, entertain. But I'm just calling out what I see. Like, I don't think that they are in a bad place. From what I saw last season, of course, I'm shocked that they're still together from last season. But from watching the reunion and watching current updates from this couple, I think that a lot of their issues that they have are manufactured. I think they're manufactured by the producers, and I think that this couple is really in love and they are the real deal. And I don't think they have much going on but the fake stuff that they're trying to, feed to the audience. With that said, let's talk about the foolery. Tanya and Sinjin, like last season, are on different, spectrums of reality for, living in America. Tanya is still recovering from her accident, from her injury. Why am I touching it? Like you can see, Nikki. Very interactive here. From her foot injury from the accident that she was in. So she's still recovering from that. And somehow, TV magic, even though they keep on talking about how they have no money, they were able to rent a home. Is this public assistance? There are so many details left out because they can't break the fourth wall and let us know, oh, TLC paid us a nice little chunk of money. So we're able to, leave my mother's, what was that, she shed, and, rent a home. But anyway, we're going to go with it. These unemployed people who are bartenders were able to rent a really nice home. So while they're moving into the home, they're talking about, their future. And Sinjin is just like, well, I didn't want to rent a home because I thought that we were going to, backpack all over the world. And Tanya is just like, baby, I'm in a wheelchair. I have an injury that I'm still healing from. I have to be close to my doctors. This just can't happen. I know that's what we both wanted, but right now this can't happen. And then she's going through because she's not able to work. And so the pressure is being put on Sinjin now to find employment that could take care of the both of them. And then while they're dealing with that, all of a sudden, Sinjin has a drinking problem that concerns Tanya. Guys, you're doing too much. We will still support you even if this is fake, which it is. But I feel like you guys are trying to put way too many things in this season to keep us interested. You two are interesting alone because you are just such an odd couple that is madly in love, and that's just enough. I would be fine watching Tanya, the, Black Lives Matter protester who married this white man from South Africa who doesn't really, have relationships with Black people. That's interesting enough to see how you two live in a progressive world. You know what I mean? So that's interesting enough than to try to make up this storyline about Sinjin having a drinking problem. It just came out of nowhere, and I was like, I can't, you can't feed me this one. Since we're talking about Sinjin working, or lack thereof of work, I'm hoping that when we come back next week that he actually got this job at the pub, because from what I saw, he was perfect. Oh, he didn't know how to pour Guinness. Sir, what? He is perfect for that place. Sinjin is the epitome of this Irish pub. I see it. He's a great bartender. He probably doesn't know how to pour Guinness, but he is somebody who will talk to the, customers and, get them drinks, be friendly. He will probably turn it into a male coyote ugly for straight guys, if that exists. But I feel like Sinjin will bring a lot of energy and publicity to that place. So for that bar owner to act like Sinjin wasn't a quality candidate for his pub, I was like, sir, excuse me, please answer me this question. How many TV show stars do you have interviewing to bartend at your Irish pub? I'll wait. I hope you were acting. I hope you were acting because, oh, he talks a lot. And because I'm not doing the Irish accent. Y'all know why. Because I sound Jamaican. But for him to act like Sinjin wasn't top tier, oh, he can't pour Guinness. He's bringing a freaking camera crew into your business that needs the exposure. Stop it. He better get that job. He's perfect for that place. If anything, I think that when this is all said and done, when Tanya and Sinjin have collected enough coins and moved on from 90 Day Fiancé, they would be the perfect couple to own and run a bar. I can see it. I can see them being very successful. Oh no, they don't give me business savvy. Still purchase a bar, guys. I want you to own it, right? You can't run it. You guys can be, the face of the bar, but y'all can't run it. Y'all will have y'all finances in a tizzy. Get somebody who you can trust, probably that mother, because she looked like she don't play with her coins. Get your mom to run the bar and you two could be the face of it. Oh, it'll clean up. You guys would be very successful in that. Very. I gave you that one for free. I don't know why I did that, but I'm in a giving mood today. Elizabeth and Andre. Don't believe the drama. I don't believe it. I told you guys, 90 Day Fiancé self-quarantine showed me a completely different version of Elizabeth and Andre. I think they are in love. I think, Elizabeth probably more than Andre. That's still my opinion. But I also think that they are in a great place. I think they're in a great place. I think both families accept each other. I don't see no drama with this couple because when we were watching Self-Quarantined, they just looked like a normal married couple. There were no issues. The only issue I had was with Andre. You are a grown man. Why are you taking us into your shower while you wash your genitals? Not saying that I didn't enjoy it. I'm just saying you married. Why am I watching this? But I said all that to say, I think they're in a good place. I think the only time we ever see this couple having issues is when the 90 Day Fiancé producers are in control. When they were producing their segments, when they were filming, when they were doing the lighting, when they were doing their own little reality TV show, we saw their lives. Was it boring except for the shower scene? Absolutely. But it's who they are. It's who they are. There was no conflict. There was no drama. We were just watching them live as a married couple. And Andre was really affectionate and loving to Elizabeth. They just seemed like a normal married couple with the, a new baby. Like that's what it was. I didn't see any issues. I felt like they were just the real deal. And I think when the 90 Day Fiancé producers get involved, they're just like, listen, we make a lot of money from the show. You're going to have to give us something. So who don't like who or who had issues with who? I think we're watching manufactured drama with this couple. I think, and they do this with a lot of reality TV shows, I think they're rehashing issues that they have probably had and moved on from, and they're just doing reenactments for us. I don't think they have any issues. I really, really don't. And that's a good thing. However, this is a TV show, so you guys are entertaining me. So I am going to speak on, the manufactured drama. Let's talk. Let's talk about Elizabeth and Andre scamming her father. Like, you guys come off as entitled scammers. You may produce yourself differently on 90 Day Fiancé Self-Quarantine, but the producers have decided that you guys are going to be the self-entitled scammers of the season because that's what you look like. That's what you look like. For Andre to be like, oh, this is the wedding that I'm going to have, the grand wedding that I'm going to have in Moldova when I want to, and it's going to be on your daddy's dime. And if him and the rest of your family can't make it, so what? He's still paying for it. And for you to go along with that and then go to your father and start to cry, to manipulate him into doing what you want him to do, you're looking like entitled scammers. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. And the reason why I don't believe that they are actually entitled scammers is because Elizabeth's sisters haven't jumped her yet. Because let me tell you something. You're not scamming my daddy. You're not scamming my mama. If I know that you and your bum husband don't work, don't want to work, and all you do is eat off of my father, I'm watching you eat up my inheritance. You think I'm not jumping you and your baby? Please. Not the baby, Nikki, not the baby. But I just don't believe it. Her sisters would be so dogmatic. Can we be real? Especially white suburban women. You're not messing with their inheritance. Are you kidding me? I watched enough Snap to know that if you mess with a white suburban woman's inheritance, she's killing the whole family. Even her kids. Like, listen. Ain't no way them sisters are allowing Elizabeth to eat away at their inheritance. Ain't no way. So this is why I don't believe this. But if we're going to go with the entitled scammers, let's go with it. Elizabeth, it don't look good for you. It looks like you go after your father as just a bank and nothing more. We don't see you interacting with him any other time but to get money from him. And when he says no, you come back with tears. It's ugly. It's ugly. That's why the Lord is paying you back with the fact that you have to spend 3 weeks in Moldova with Andre's family. Ain't nothing wrong with Moldova, but I wouldn't want to spend it with Andre's family. 3 weeks? 3 weeks with your in-laws? Throw me off I was going to say the Golden State Bridge. Ain't that the suicide bridge? Why am I going so dark? Get me out of this pandemic. I wouldn't kill myself, but I would probably fake gout. I would probably fake some kind of injury or sickness and be like, baby, I got gout. I can't come. And then like the day before the wedding, I show up miraculously cured. I would do that. But 3 weeks with his family? Nope. Girl, that's what you get. That's what you get for using your daddy like a bank. That is your father. He is supposed to take care of you. And when he passes on, he is supposed to leave something for his kids. He can't leave nothing for his kids or even his grandkids because you and Andre are eating it all up. How dare you? You deserve to spend 3 weeks in Moldova with your in-laws. Let's talk about something positive that's going to happen in Moldova. This wedding, it looks really beautiful. I saw the previews and I was like, oh my goodness. And then we get to see Elizabeth's wedding dress. Elizabeth. That dress is gorgeous. It fit her so nicely. I'm not a sleeve type of person. You know what I mean? I plan on getting married in the church whenever Idris Elba comes to his senses. But I plan on getting married in the church. And no shade to the Lord, but I'm going to be sexy. Sexy. So I'm not going to have no sleeves or nothing like that. I'm not a sleeve girl, but I loved Elizabeth's wedding dress. It was just, and then she said it was going to be a winter wedding. She looked great. I thought she looked so beautiful. And the only thing that I didn't think was fake or manufactured this episode was her sisters being emotional about it, because I got emotional. You know what I mean? Like, I would fall apart if my sisters got married and I couldn't be there. She's going to be watching her sister wedding on Zoom. If it happens, you know what I mean? And it's just, that got me. I was like, this is real. The sisters over here crying because they're not going to be able to see their baby sister get married. That broke my heart. And it's all because the husband doesn't want to wait for them to be able to take time off. And I get it. It's your wedding, right? You know, Andre couldn't have his family and he had, you know, to compromise for them as well. But it just, yeah, that got me. I would have felt some way as well. Paul and Karini. So Paul and Karini are back, especially Paul. And guess what? He's still nuttier than a fruitcake. And y'all know what that means. Paul is going to be good TV this season. So shout out to Karini. Congratulations, sis. You have made it to the United States of America. I don't know how long you have to be married to Paul. I'm hoping it's like a year or less so that you can take your citizenship and your baby and go. I don't wish Paul on any woman. His mama don't even wish him on any woman. Let me tell you something about Paul's mama. Y'all know I love her. I love her. What do I always say about Paul's mom? She will not be inconvenienced, not even for her only child. So Paul and Karini have finally made it back to the United States. Paul is a psychotic criminal, and Brazil was just like, we don't want you here. Brazil will take in anybody but Paul, okay? So he can't stay there. So thankfully, they are able to get Karini to the United States along with their child. So they have just come to the airport. And as soon as they get to the airport, Paul's mom is like, you know you can't stay with me. I'm like, damn, man, you just saw your grandkid. And she was like, oh, he looks so cute. You can't stay with me. She will not be inconvenienced by Paul. She said, I raised my kid. You are 36 years old. I am done. I'm done helping you. You can't get no money from me. She kept on reiterating, I ain't got no money and I ain't got no space for you. I'm done. You cannot come to our home. She kept on letting that man know. How much of a terror do you have to be that your mother, you're her only child, and she said, I don't want you in my home. Not even a chill, take a nap. No, I don't want you here. She's a sweetheart though. She loves that baby. She loves Karini, but her son gets on her nerves, and we know why. So she's driving Paul and Karini and the baby to the hotel because, again, she will not be inconvenienced by Paul. She got him out of her house. She's not letting him back in. So she's driving them to the hotel. Karini, couple hours in America, not even a couple hours, probably one. Her baby is frustrated. She's trying to figure out the car seat. So she takes the baby out of the car seat. Paul turns around and just starts, yelling at her. And Karini, sad to say, is used to this. She doesn't even react. How sad. How sad. Thankfully, Paul's mom starts cussing him out. And I'm instantly thankful that Karini is in the United States with her. You know what I mean? I think they're going to have a really great relationship. I think the grandmother is really smart. She's going to continue to keep a great relationship with Kalani because she has her grandchild. You know what I mean? And also, she knows the son that she raised. So I think if our parents are watching this season, they should at least feel at ease that although Kalani is in the United States with Paul, she's also in the United States with his mother, who's an ally for Kalani and their son. Because the mother cussed Paul out because it wasn't a big deal. Paul, no, I'm not gonna say that because I ain't got no kids. I think that he overreacted and he didn't have to talk to her like that, especially since this woman is not from here. They probably do that in Brazil and it's not a big deal. Like you don't know. She's figuring it out. You know, she just got here. And so for him to like just start unloading on her was so unfair. And I'm so thankful that his mom, you know, came after him and protected Kalani because she needed somebody to defend her because she doesn't have anybody. So I'm really thankful that she calls Paul on his mess. I am kind of concerned because they won't be living together. So I don't know how involved she's going to be, but I feel like Kalani needs somebody there who will, you know, they're constantly in the home, who will fight for her because Paul is going to be a lot. And she even said it. She was like, I'm really concerned. Her mother was crying because she was just like, I know this man is crazy and my child is going to the United States with him. So I get the concern. You know, I totally understand it. I am thankful that at least Paul's mom will be there to, you know, defend her when she can. And this wouldn't be a 90 Day Fiancé episode with Paul without him taking off running for no apparent reason. So Paul doesn't like the fact that his mom is defending Kalani and not him, even though he's the one acting unhinged. And what does unhinged Paul do? Jump out of the car while it's still moving into oncoming traffic and takes off running. This man is such good TV, you can't explain it. You cannot explain it. He is the Sonia Morgan Chase to this franchise. He is such a predictable but unpredictable character that you cannot let this kind of talent go. That man is bizarre. Moving on, Michael and Angela. Listen, in this day and age, 90 Day Fiancé, you got to read the room. This older, overseer, abusive Southern white woman and this black man from Nigeria who is clearly coming to the United States for a better life for himself and for his family. The optics of this couple, her abusing him, and this is not going to look good. This is not, I told you last time, you want to talk to this woman about how she treats this man. And I don't think you guys said anything to her because even in the previews, we see that she gonna hit him. How do y'all think that's gonna go over? You guys have to think this through. I hope to the Lord Almighty that you guys are editing right now. You cannot show any footage of her beating on him. Like, y'all can't do it. Like, read the room. I saw that preview and I was just like, ooh, yeah, this not going to go well for this show. Anyway, Angela the abuser is back and, you know, Michael is still faking like he's in love with this woman. And now we're seeing the process of Angela trying to go back to Nigeria to marry Michael because it's very hard for her to get him out here because somebody ain't doing the work. One of them is not following the proper paperwork, but this couple always has issues with paperwork. I don't know specifically which one it is, but one of them or this couple collectively has a paperwork issue. That's what it is. So now we're probably going to see Angela marry Michael in Nigeria. And I also think we're probably going to get Angela dealing with the passing of her mother this season, because I don't know if it was filmed when her mother passed, because I think this season they filmed the passing of Angela's mother because I think Angela was in Nigeria when her mother passed. That's what I think. I could be wrong. Y'all know the truth. Let us know in the comment section below. But Angela is really dealing with that this episode and this season because she wants her mother to be there to see her get married. But it's starting to look like the only way that she will be able to get Michael over here is if they get married in Nigeria and she becomes his legal wife in Nigeria. Then it will be a lot easier for her to get her husband over to the United States. So I think that's what's going to happen. And we're going back and forth right now with Angela feeling some sort of way because she wants her mother to be there. And also her daughter as a witness. But Skylar is just like, I'm not doing it for no reason. Like Skylar makes up a different reason why she does not want to, you know, help her mother and this marriage be successful in any kind of way. She's not giving them her womb. She's not giving them her eggs. And now she's not giving them her eyes. She's like, I'm not going to be your witness. Because even when Angela asked her, she was just like, well, mama, somebody got to take care of grandmama, work. Oh, I got kids, my kids. Like she just kept on making up things. Speaking of kids, how many kids live in this home? How many? You know what? I just thought of something. I'm going to say it. How many kids live in Angela's plantation? Because wasn't that home giving y'all plantation vibes? Angela. Anyway, how many kids live in this home? Because every time we see Angela interact with her grandkids, I feel like they've multiplied about 3 times. I'm like, there's another one. Every time we get in these scenes with Angela, she brings up her grandkids. I'm just like, it's just a multicultural daycare. Like, who are these children? And then she keeps on saying, I'm taking care of my daughter's kids. Which one? I know, doesn't she have one daughter in jail for like sodomizing somebody? No, she sodomized, she in prison. Don't she got a kid in prison? Is that can't be her daughter's kids. Are those her kids? Or are all these kids Skylar's? Skylar. Wow, I don't blame Angela for asking you because if these are all your kids, mama, you are fertile. And also, now I understand her saying, I got kids, I can't leave them because listen, it is very hard to get somebody to watch 1 kid, let alone 2, let alone 14. Who was watching 14 kids? You can't pay nobody to watch 14 kids from the seed of Angela. Are you kidding me? They're probably wonderful children when they have Benadryl in their system. Other than that, no way. No way is anybody watching all them kids at one time for any kind of coin. You can't pay me enough. Nope. All jokes aside though, I think that Angela is a great grandmother. And that happens a lot. A lot of times certain women are just terrible mothers. But great grandmoms, you know, really great grandmothers. And I think that she is one of them because I will say this, all of those kids, all 33 of them love her. Her grandchildren love her. They won't let her walk into a room by herself. They're always like sitting on her, grabbing on her, Meemaw, whoever they call her. They're always wanting to be around and love and hug up on her. And kids really tell a story. You know what I mean? You can tell what's going on in a household just by looking at the children. Those kids love her. She is obviously a great grandmother. Terrible wife, terrible fiance, terrible mother, according to Skylar, and the one that's sodomizing people in prison. According to them, she's not the best kind of mama, but a grandmother knocks it out the park. Good on you, Angela. Get them black babies out of that plantation. Colty and Larissa don't believe none of this. None of it. Oh, guys, I just felt like Colty, Larissa, and everybody involved didn't even try. Like, first of all, if they're not a couple anymore, why are they on a show? Like, shouldn't this show be about the couples who are trying to get married or work out their relationship? Colt and Larissa are not working out their relationship. They're not dating. We're watching them date other people. I don't know. I just think that TLC or 90 Day Fiancé was just like, these are interesting people who, you know, got us a lot of views, so we want to keep them. Fine. Have a more believable storyline because Colt all of a sudden falling in love with another Brazilian woman. What? Who you playing? Play checkers, not me. It doesn't make sense and it's not believable. Also, we have to remove from this narrative, this storyline, this couple that Colt is like this sex god. I don't like it. It makes me feel extremely uncomfortable and nauseous. I hate when these women talk about this. Colty, he likes her the sex. I don't. He's an animal. He likes the sex all the time. No, that is triggering. to everybody involved, everybody watching. We are triggered by that. So let's stop that. I don't know what cult paid the producers to tell them to make sure that if he's on this show, they have to talk about his sex drive. No, we got a lot going on in the world. We do not need to be terrorized with cult sex drive. And you know what? Since we're here, Jess, I feel like you are playing a stereotype. I am not Brazilian. I know one Brazilian person. She's not well. Child, I had to delete her off of Facebook. That girl, the stuff she be posting. I'm like, is the FBI watching your account? Anyway, that's my only Brazilian friend. I need more Brazilian friends. Oh, but LA is not as multicultural as they try to, make y'all believe. I got to go back to New York. You know what? At this point, it seems like New York is going to be the only safe place to live. Anyway, I don't have enough knowledge about the Brazilian culture to make this statement, but I just feel like Jess is playing a stereotype and I don't like it. Brazilian girls, we like sex all the time. We like the tiny. We like sex. The American men, they make you wait. What American man? What American man make you wait for sex? Oh, 3 days and then we can have the sex. But Brazilian women, we want sex now. Why would you say that about the women of your culture? You gonna put that on your whole nation? That y'all just have sex with strangers? And it's just a thing y'all do? It's just a whole orgy in Brazil? Like, this is what you're telling the world. You're representing Brazil, and this is what you are telling the world about Brazil, especially Brazilian women. I don't like it. I don't like it. It looks like a stereotype to me. It feels like a stereotype to me. And I think you are not a kid. You are 26 years old. You need to be very responsible about what you are putting on TV, even if it's for entertainment. That is very dangerous. I just feel like it's if it's not true, listen, y'all could, if that's what y'all do in Brazil, yes, let the world know. My man ain't never traveling there. But, what? You're not greeting him with no coochie as soon as he get off the plane. But if it's not, I think it's very dangerous, especially to put that on Brazilian women, because there are a lot of ignorant people across the globe who will take that and be like, see, this girl that is so desperate to be on TV said that Brazilian women like sex and you don't have to wait. So I'm expecting you within 30 seconds of knowing you to have sex with me. You got to be responsible with that. And I hope that, listen, I'm not slut shaming Brazil. I'm just saying, I don't think that that's accurate. And I honestly hope it's not, just because I just feel like if she puts that out there, it just makes a very unsafe environment for Brazilian women. You put that on all Brazilian women because you said that. You said that Brazilian women like sex. Who doesn't, right? But you're saying that they expect sex as soon as they meet a dude. Like they don't like to wait. American men like to wait. And maybe you're just saying that because you want to get this man entrapped into, the wonderfulness of your vagina so that he can marry you and you can stay here in the United States. Say that about you. Say that you like having sex and you don't want to wait and you want to get married and you want to live in the United States. Say that. Don't say that about all Brazilian women. It just seemed very irresponsible, I felt. But let me know, is this true about Brazilian women? No shame. No shame. Just let a sister know. I don't want to be out here talking about something I don't know nothing about and be like all wrong. You know what I mean? Sometimes I am. Rarely am I though. Rarely am I. But let me know, is this like true about Brazilian women? My Brazilian subscribers, let us know. I know I have one from Brazil. Let me know. Is this true? Also, it is not lost on me that Jess was hired to be the new Larissa. Like, come on. We've all seen that. But unfortunately, Jess, you do not have the range. Larissa is one of a kind, honey. One of a kind. Speaking about Larissa, my girl is talking about how she don't have no money. She's living with her friends. She is very brokey because Coty won't give her no more money. But mama got a new face and body. How? How you don't have no money, but you were able to get full body work done, like head to toe, a whole new body? Please stop. I think you've done enough. Your body, your business. But sis, getting a little scary. Getting a little, what's that puppet from that Scar? What is those movies? Billy the Puppet from Saw. That's what you're starting to give me. It's too much. Back it up, Ma. You were beautiful before and after. You know what I mean? Like, if you do a little tweak, have fun. I think sometimes women especially get carried away. And I feel like it's enough. It's enough. But again, your body, your business. Your body, your business. But stop. Just stop. In all seriousness, there's nothing wrong with getting a little work done or a lot of work done, whatever you want. But my thing is, sis, just stack your coins. Then go down to Miami and get Dr. Miami to do what needs to be done. Get quality work is what I'm saying. Don't go on Groupon and get all of this stuff done and you end up looking like Billy the Puppet. That's all. But again, your body, your business. But hit up Dr. Miami after this season. Get the good work you deserve. So Larissa, although she's broke and was able to get a new face and a new body, she's also single. Her and Eric, the guy that was itching to be on reality TV, they broke up. They are no longer together. And she is telling her girlfriends that she broke up with him because he, was not having a lot of sex with her. And she just did not feel like he desired her. There was like a lack of passion in the relationship, but she just never felt wanted or attractive to Eric. What I tell y'all last season? Listen, I'm not saying that I'm right. But what I am saying is that I went to performing arts high school and college. I know what I see. Stay woke, Larissa. Stay woke. So in this episode, we got not a lot of Larissa, but we got more of Colt and Jess because I think they're trying to build this relationship and to, show us that Colt has moved on with Larissa 2.0 and they're probably going to try to give us some drama with them this season to show that Brazilian women are oversexed and angry. Listen, Jess, they wouldn't be able to do that if you didn't provide the body work for it. So that's on you, girl. That's on you and Larissa. And speaking of Larissa, ma'am, you kept this man's head up so much. Colty thinks that he is the best thing that ever happened to women because Jess is trying to hang out with her girlfriends and he's sitting over there in this Target shirt and these medium cargo pants telling her what she can and cannot do and that if she hang out with her girlfriends, he's going to be very upset and probably leave her. Go! Leave! These women got you feeling like you are the bee's knees and you are nothing. You're not a bee. You're not a knee. How dare you? You acting possessive. You can't act possessive. Not when you in them cargo shorts with a coochie gut like you just can't. You can't be a man with a fupa and cargo shorts and you trying to tell me what I can and cannot do. And no money? Girl, bye. Bye. But it's Jess and Larissa who makes him think that he is this kind of guy that can demand this. No, brother, you got to stay in your lane. You can demand nothing from a woman when you bring nothing to the table. American citizenship? Oh, who cares now? Who cares now? Will America be here in a couple months? The fact that nations are banning us from traveling there. Wow, how the tables have turned. So anyway, this episode ends with Larissa going on a date with another questionable man. Another man that is probably not interested in her or anyone or any woman, let's be real. But anyway, she goes on a date with another actor. This is an actor. I'm sorry, this dude was giving me community theater head to toe. This hair, the outfit, the way he was presenting himself on camera. I was just like, what community theater dress rehearsal of guys and dolls did this dude just leave to come on this date? I didn't believe it. All his lines were rehearsed. It just seemed very forced. Colty and Larissa, they're going to force this couple down our throats. And listen, if it's going to be good TV, we'll take it. The queen, wait, what is it? Whoever goes against the queen will die. Listen, if she's going to give us those moments, I'll tune in. But this just seemed very fake and forced. And I just, like I said, all of this stuff is fake, right? Just don't make it so obvious. That's always been my issue. Don't make it so obvious. And this is just way too obvious. But overall, I enjoyed this episode. I enjoyed the previous episodes, and I will continue to review this show. What did you think about this episode? What did you think about, what I talked about? Do you agree or disagree? Let's chat about it in the comment section below. And if you like what you see here, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will see you the following, what day does come on? Saturday or Sunday? No. Sunday. Yes, Sunday for the following episode of 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After. Glad to be back. Missed you guys so much. I'll see you soon. Bye.